a prophecy from the angels. I'm going to try to be congressional in my recording today. I'm up at 4:27 a.m. and I got downloads that I had to get up to record. So first of all, we're going to do a prophetic word for the month of March, and there are going to be some pastors, bishops, false people of the church getting arrested. There are going to be a plethora of people in the church arrested and thrown in jail. These people have been running legally illegal operations, and this has caught up with them. There are some illegal operations going on in the church behind the scenes that is getting ready to be exposed to the light. I'm seeing a particular bishop, pastor being arrested, and he's going for his lawyer, he's going for his attorney to see what he can do to stop this, to stop all this. What he can do, he's praying, but his prayers have become a sin. So I want to talk to you. I want to prophesy over the month of March. Um, for the month of March, it's important, it's pertinent for you to set up an ultimatum. Now I know that sometimes that we say ultimatums are not healthy, but an ultimatum is none other than a boundary. You're setting a deadline in the month of March, and you're not going to allow people to play in your energy. All this indirect communication, all these telepathic innuendos, and people trying to send subliminal messages. We're done with all that. No more. No more subliminal messages. If a person cannot come and make a direct offer of intent, and it must include the intent and the understanding of collaboration. Just they're in your energy and they're just sitting there idly, they are becoming a monitoring spirit. And therefore they're just harvesting the light and the energy that you possess. So you must be obedient and set up a boundary. Or like the narcissists like to call it, an ultimatum. So be it. For the month of March, by March 9th, if you have not gotten a formal letter of offer of intent, then something is wrong with this connection. If someone that you know is in your energy and they have not made a formal offer of intent, what is a formal offer of intent? A formal offer of intent is a statement that says, I wish to work with you. It outlines plainly and clearly. It's not a legally binding contract. It's just a statement. Hey, let's stay connected. Hey, let's stay in communication. Let's be open and honest in our communications, in our dealings. Instead of being a monitoring spirit, watching behind a veil and behind deceitful subliminal messages, trying to lure you in, trying to use your energy to harvest off of you. Enough is enough. By the ninth day of the third month of this year, if they have not made an offer of intent, it's time to cut them off. Because what you're doing is you're saying you're allowing people to siphon off your abilities, your gifts, your alignment with the Most High. And the divine will not have it. He will not have it all. So you gotta cut these people off. And it doesn't matter how much you like their energy. It doesn't matter how much you resonate with them. You gotta cut them off in the month of March. Because I already gave the prophecy that people will be leaving your life from January to March. And it's time. It's time. I said by March, a lot of people will be gone from your life. And so if you don't put out the ultimatum, You are what you allow. You are what you allow into your space. No more delays. The month of March is not about delay. The month of March is not about denials. No communication, X. No forthcomeness, no forthrightness, X. No more games. We're not in high school anymore. So they could take their puma mouth, muscle head, a Ferrari call, and they want their muscles back. The wildlife conservatory called, and they want their mouthpiece back. Okay? Nobody's even talking to you. Nobody's even talking to you particularly. This is a very specific message. But nobody's talking to you specifically, but you open your mouth like a sepulcher and think somebody's directing energy at you because you're triggered. You're triggered by something that was said or done. And back to the message. If they're not deaf, dumb, or blind, there should be an offer of intent on the table. Me being a mediator legally, registered in 50 states within the United States, I have done settlements and mediation and negotiations for real estate, especially probate. I have done settlements for people with lawsuits. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to negotiation. And here's another thing I want to throw in there. The bishop is not the most important piece in chess. The queen is the most powerful. And you know what else? She looks after the king. She's watching the kings on both sides of the spectrum. And you mean to tell me that you can't afford to make an offer of intent? Let's stay connected. I would like to work with you, especially if you have made your presence known. You have become a monitoring spirit and you're about to get cut off. Like I said, I see these people of the church, of these false ministries. They're being exposed and legally they're in trouble up to their eyeballs. These people are literally in trouble, about to go to jail. Their congregation is about to go to jail. There's money laundering going on. For the month of March, time is of the essence. It's about to be a March madness for the enemy. And some of these people, you weren't even their enemies to begin with. But since they want to label you as an enemy, oh, it's game on, game on. You're not even up against them. You're not even talking or referring to them. And they want to include you in their sermons, steal your stuff, have MBA credentials, but want to steal your stuff. Like, how do you consider me a nobody, but you got MBA credentials, you're stealing my stuff and passing it off as if it was your own? Make it make sense. On top of that, after you receive your offer of intent, it must it must be a behavioral pattern that shows that an official offer is in the works, not days later, but days later. By the 31st of March, you should have an offer in your hands. No more delaying and stringing people along and holding on to people that are just baggage in excess. You cannot hold on to these people and expect good to come in. This is the month of the Lazarus rising. Because it is well with your soul. You're not confused. You're not discombobulated. We're not crying over muscle head, puma mouth people. Go look up what a puma mouth looks like. Go look up what a muscle head looks like. Squidward, sexy Squidward from SpongeBob. That's what it looked like. Mm-hmm. we don't have time to play these childish high school cat and mouse games. We don't have time for that. Direct communication. It must be open and honest and prepared to communicate throughout. And no more delays. Time is of the essence. The month of March, we're not playing games. We come to collect. And so a lot of people got it. They're in delusion because they think you're after them for one reason, but really you're just coming for the bag. You're just coming to make a difference. It has nothing to do with wanting anybody. Because know this, you're a person of value and you don't have to settle for crumbs at nobody's table. Because like I said, the bishop is not the most important piece in chess. In fact, the pawns are the most are the most. They're the highest quantity on the chessboard. But they're also the the least important. They're the least important. The most powerful piece is the queen. And the king knows that the queen is the most important, the most powerful one. But he's the most important and she's the most powerful one. Checkmate. You gotta know your value and your worth because this is not it. People playing in your energy, no more. No more. The month of March, we are marching forward. We're onward. No more playing games. No more allowing people to play checkers when we're playing chess. No more. So, the month of March, it is well with your soul. You are what you allow. If they are not deaf, dumb, and blind, they can make an offer. Especially if there was already an introduction, what you're stringing along for. Because when one door closes, another always opens. You're not God. You can't, what God opens, no man can shut. What God closes, no man can open. So we're not forcing or forging our way into nobody's life, period. Not a puma mouth, not a musclehead, not an egotistical bishop. No, absolutely not. Matter of fact, goodness is going to come chasing you down this month. So be mindful, be watchful, because I'm telling you, there's going to be a plethora of arrests at the church. And I'm not talking about no immigration arrests. This is money laundering, secret stuff going on in the church that they're about to get arrested for. If you want more prophetic word, go to powerfulmystic8.com. But we have moved to 88mystic88.com.